Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of the Buster Machine series FS00 Frog. This is the Buster Machine that will be appearing in the Go Busters movie. And if you can't tell, the frog is a little bit of a remold of the Rabbit 03. So let's just go ahead and take a look at him. Here we have him in his animal mode, which obviously he is a frog. You can kind of tell by looking at his legs back here and then his legs up at the front that he is the rabbit, but he doesn't have like the copter thing here. Instead he's got these cannons, and then this was the helmet for Go Bustero, and that doesn't store back here. I mean, it can. He's got a different head, obviously. But otherwise he still looks pretty different. He's pretty green. He's very green. I like the look of him. I think he looks kind of adorable. I think he's just a pretty little neat mech to have sitting there on your table, and just his general look. I feel I was just about to say something and I completely lost it. But yeah, I like the look of him in general. Oh yeah, and you can have fun adventures with Johnny Bosch and Walter Jones on the CS Toys chat with this guy. So what his gimmick is, well, he can do two things. I think this other one you can do it in either mode, but I'll show it now before I forget. Is you can pull his mouth down, and then you get like this little tongue that looks like a boxing glove, and you can swing it around. So that's neat, I guess. You can do that in either mode, but I wanted to just show it off before I forgot it, and then people are like, you're doing it wrong. And the other thing that he can do is he's got these cannons here, as you can see, and you can fire them by pressing them like this. Oh, that was a twofer. And that's all fun. And then you just stick them back in. It's a little disappointing. I mean, it's not like huge of a deal, but I hate those ones where you have to do it yourself. Do you like to do it yourself? You know, when the mood strikes. Anyway, this is like a little mecha I spent like 30-ish bucks on or something like that. I'd like a little button on top so I can just fire them all, or fire them individually, because usually that push them in and then press them with your finger thing is something for like the PR, like cheap bikes or something. Oh well. Anyway, so that's his animal mode, and that's all the fun you're gonna get for that. So now we have his kind of like vehicle mode, which is sort of like a boat submarine thing, I think. Now I'm just gonna show you the instructions, and the pictures show me doing it 3 different ways. I'm just gonna show you all of them. In any mode, you pull these up, and if I forget anything, I'm sorry. I am stupid. Okay, so now on the back of the box, it shows me just flipping them like this, and at least that's what I can see. Unless I'm just looking at the picture wrong, the back of the box shows it like this. But then when you get into the instructions, they have it like this. So it's like that, and he's like, that's him in water. And then there's like another mode in the instructions where they have you putting his feet together, like that, and so that he can roll. So I guess that's important to some people. But yeah, that's what you can do. It's nothing. I guess I'll just put it back like this for now while I'm talking about it. It's nothing spectacular of a transformation. And you're just like, oh look, I'm gonna flip this stuff up and now he's a submarine. So it's nothing really that neat. But that's what he can do. Okay, so now like the last thing we can do with him is we can combine him with almost Go Bustero, because you're gonna be taking out Yellow. So I guess we'll go ahead and get him prepped. And so to do that, first we're going to take his face off, set it aside. Oh, let's show this now before I forget. This is how you do his Buddyroid mode. Shing! There he is as a Buddyroid. He's actually really like an adorable little frog thing, and I hope they release some sort of, is this light on? No. Some sort of like miniature version of him. I don't know if it'd be a vinyl or a little talking thing, but that'd be neat. Anyhow, and then I'm going to take this off. Fold these back down because we're not going to need those out. Set that aside. And then separate these pieces. I'll take this off and also set it aside. And then we are going to get this all back. I'll set this aside just for a second. Okay, and just snap it in like that. And then take this piece here, and you're going to fold these forward. Like so. And then just line it up here. Oh. I like almost squish those. Line it up there. Ta-da! This one, pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna fix this out. And then take this, fold them out. And not mess up lining up like an idiot. And there you go. Now I'll set to the side. And now we'll bring in almost Go-Buster-O. Almost Duro. I don't know what we call him, because see, he's, you know, just red and blue. And then, I don't know, I looked it up on the instructions and like on the box. Nowhere shows you where to put this, but it doesn't show it. I mean, it can stay there just fine when you transform, but it doesn't show it anywhere. So it's gonna have to go like in the null void or something while we do this. So this is pretty simple. The first thing I'm gonna do, because it just gets it out of the way, is in the back, you put his legs. I believe if I'm right, it's the legs sticking up. Yeah, just stick the legs back there, and they store their leg. We don't really know what to do with ourselves anymore. And then these are going to be the arms. Just stick them in here, up into the little sockets, like normal. And then this piece here is going to go right where Gorosaki's home used to be. If I can get this situated right. There we go. And then this is going to be the helmet. That's going to be an alarm clock. Okay. Come on. And there we go. That is, I think it's Go-Buster Kero or something like that. If I forget the name. This is Go-Buster Froggo in my version. But, yeah, it's okay looking. I'm not too huge of a fan of it. I think it looks kind of silly. Oh, but that's like a nice lighted corner there. It looks like we're in an IKEA. No, but I don't know. It's a neat little look. I like the kind of turbine arms thing, and I'm glad that you could combine it with it. I don't like, you know, formations where they still call it Go-Buster, but it's not, because it's missing. It's clearly missing yellow. I mean, I know green's replacing it, but still, it's not really that anymore. But it's a neat little formation. But it's not one of my favorites, but I still enjoy it. Overall, for the frog, I do like it. I think it's a neat little mech. I think that you know, in its animal mode, it looks kind of neat and adorable. The submarine mode's kind of, you know, you just flip these few things around and it's nothing too spectacular. And this is kind of neat, but overall, I think it's one of those things where I enjoy it, but I don't think it's a must-have. Like, if you're not one of those like me that needs to get all this stuff from the line, then I think it's an easily skippable one, just because all the other ones do so much more. Not only just, you know, by themselves, but, you know, with the other toys, and some of them look a lot cooler, and they all combine together. So, I mean, if you get it, I don't think you'll be disappointed. I still think it's a neat little movie mech we got here, but I just don't think it's an absolutely necessary purchase. It's skippable if you have to, so I wouldn't, you know, worry too much over it. But yeah, I think that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the podcast at writersrangersrambles.com for Toku news in the craziest way possible. This is Dawson Ryder, signing out.